So Horhorian takes the first class. Thousandaire. There's going to be a lot of this guy today. He's kind of taken over the show. I am a Thousandaire. Yes. I have a net asset value of over $1,000. I run this channel called the Thousandaire Radio, which tunes into Thousandaires like you all over the United States. And around the world a bit too. So how goes it, friendo? I know it's been a while, unless you're binge watching my videos again. I get it, I do that too. Although it's stranger for me because I'm listening to myself. It's just so difficult to find a good stacker video these days. With all the peddling, fear-mongering, or attempts to tempt our greed. With almost certainly pie-in-the-sky projections. You click on them once or twice, next thing you know, that's all YouTube suggests. Then, you're in an echo chamber. I'm at the LCS, local coin shop, for some silver dollars. But I see unzas, I buy unzas. Oh, hit that like button, and we'll echo some constitutional silver. We'll echo a little discipline. It doesn't take a lot, just enough till it becomes habit, routine. We'll echo work ethic, and maybe even a little adherence to our health, physical and mental. It's all very easy. We just got to get out of our own way. How can you tell if you're in your own way? Do you say or think disrespectful things to yourself? I think that's actually a good indicator. Don't be rude, not even to you, especially not to you. So now I'm at a restaurant. I know I say you shouldn't go to restaurants all the time because it's a waste of cash and the food is usually terrible. Even if it tastes great, it's all seed oils and sugar, usually. I'm trying to eat fish once a week, and I'm not psyched about cooking it yet. So I took the lazy route. I promise, I'll cook the next one. So I picked up 5 so-so silver dollars. I got them for 30 bucks each. Whoops, a quick look around. I don't see any patrons alerted to that beautiful sound. The general public, they just don't know. It's okay, they will. Eventually. Oh, I heard a great quote. Would you like to hear it? Of course you do. I'll even show it to you at the same time. Paper is poverty. It is only the ghost of money, and not money itself. I think it's a Thomas Jefferson quote. I've been to his house, by the way. You know, on the back of the nickel. Yeah, I've been there. My dad, he used to take me places. Parks, sporting events, places of interest. You know, like Monticello or Monticello, however you want to say it. It always seemed to be hot or muggy. And very uneventful. Ironically, I suppose, when one is actually seeking events. It was always early, I was tired and bored, and I was thinking, man, there's cartoons on the television at home. Put me back in front of the television. I want to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then, when there's no more cartoons on, I'll go outside. I'll unscrew the broom handle and pretend it's a bow staff. I can't blame my dad, though, because he didn't have Google back then. You want to see the Monticello? You gotta drive there. These days, I've actually seen the pyramids in South America. I was standing there in the rainforest. It was a little foggy. I could see the dew on the grass. But I wasn't actually there. I had a VR headset on. The world, it's changing so fast. But some things, they don't change. An IOU is not payment. It is a promise to pay. And when you put that promise on paper, it's called a promissory note. And that is what the whole world is using right now. Promissory notes. That's what our dollars are. They're promises. Promises to pay with more promises. It used to be you could go to the bank and get some silver for your promissory note. It was promising to pay you money, which was silver. And your promissory note was an actual claim on a useful commodity. I think we're not at total default yet because you can take $1 to the bank and get 20 nickels, which have a melt value of $1 or a little over, actually. But how many of those can you actually get? I'm gonna find out soon because I need some more nickels. It's been a while. I'm gonna see if I can get a box from the banco. But other than the nickels, which you probably cannot get a lot, it's just paper promises and artificial scarcity. Scarcity, which many are questioning these days because, you know, they can make as many as they want because it's just printed promises on paper. It used to promise you one of these, a real dollar, not the ghost of one. I think that may be a good quote. Do you think Thomas Jefferson was maybe not smart? I guess it's possible. I mean, we have seen some pretty blank stare characters in the White House. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments below? That's right. Put your readers on. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're new here, I buy an old silver dollar each week. I think we're almost to the 100th week. I'll do a count soon. Sometimes I buy really nice ones, but I've been buying some lower quality ones lately because I also buy a Centenario every 6 months. This is what they look like. They are big, chunky, 90% gold coins, each containing 1.2 troy ounces of gold. Oh man, that's $3,840 worth of gold at this time. It's May 2025. And I'm scheduled to buy one at the end of June, early July. I buy one every January and June. Just remember Jan and Jun. I gotta be honest, I'm not looking forward to this. I don't want to hand over 4K. I don't have 4K. I'm gonna have to sell some things. So anyhow, that's why I've been taking the Kansas Kid strategy, buying my Morgans. Although the NSLCS, not so local coin shop, didn't really have any real dilapidated ones this time, which are going for about $25. These have a hint of breast feathers, and I paid $30 each again. I don't like to pre-buy them. I like to go and pick them up each week, but I just went ahead and bought a bunch so I can get the month of May covered and start saving up for that Centenario. Plus, I've been buying a bunch of Mercs. I went through, 1,000 dimes there, and he only had 16 Mercs in the bunch. I had told you previously that I've finally been paid for the first time by Google. I was able to monetize 10 months ago, and I got my first check for $925. So far, it's still sweatshop wages, but the analytics look promising. And I'm willing to spend all of it on Mercs. I got this bag of like 30 dimes for $25 face from a fellow stacker. That's right. I associate with stackers, not boozers and users. No offense if that's you, but you can fix it. You just gotta start yesterday, not tomorrow. You wanna know what feeling I chase? I like to wake up feeling rested and enthusiastic. As long as I don't feel like total crap, I can get enthusiasm from my coffee. I'm not gonna do the count this video, but I think I may have 1,000 Mercury dimes now. And the channel is getting dangerously close to 5,000 subscribers. 5,000 thousandaires? The wealthy community's worth likely over 5 mil. Collectively, and that's probably a very low estimate. It's quality, not quantity, friendo. But we'll take the quantity too, why not? The thousandaires are a-coming. Perhaps we can make reason the norm in this space, instead of fear-mongering and wild speculations. It's ridiculous, and it's exhausting. Silver and gold have worked for thousands of years, and they're still working now. And what is the likelihood that thousands of years of mankind's true money is going to come to a grinding halt in our lifetime? Anything's possible, but how possible is it? My guess, not very. And as far as wild speculation to make quick money on silver, it's possible, but I don't think it's that likely. Unless you're already in it when the move happens, and you sell, of course, when that time comes. Join the pen pals. You can now write me at The Thousandaire Collector, 1700 Sullivan Trail, Suite 7, Box 111, Easton, Pennsylvania, 18040. Don't forget to include your info so I can put you on my mailing list. Wow, there's just always stuff at the post office. I'll start by saying, if you just want to send me a letter and get on my mailing list, that's quite all right. It's awesome, actually. But I'm not going to pretend I'm not enjoying all of these awesome gifts. If you're watching this and you want similar results, ooh, I found a perforation. I may as well use it. More and more, I try to focus on being a thinking animal. Strategies of brute force in old age just don't seem wise to me. Though I do remain optimistic with robotics. But yeah, you can do the same thing I'm doing. Hello, friendo. Just writing to say hello. From Hastings, Minnesota. Don't know many people that even know what silver and gold are. Kinda cool we got like a secret group of people that know something is not right. P.S. Mercury dime included. Awesome. And a funny silver coin. P.S.S. Awesome you don't have any sponsors. I left out some of your letter, friendo, and I got your business card. I don't mind giving your local business there a shout out, but remember what you said? Secret club? I figured it's better to keep a stacker's identity anonymous. I'll look into the services you provide, though. And perhaps you and I can do business. Man, you got me working hard censoring everything you send me. Well, ain't this special? Between this and the 9mm clip of solid copper rounds from Mars 1911 in Philadelphia, my stack is starting to look a bit more freedom and fun-loving. Yes, a fine .999, 1/10 troy ounce silver round for the stack. And that's real money. All right, let's set Lady Liberated to the side for a second so that we can glance upon Lady Liberty. She dresses a bit more modestly. Thanks for the dime, friendo. I'm laser focused on mercs. I enjoy them so much these days. Remember, liberty is the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. Maybe think about that every time you see liberty on a coin. Maybe think about that when you see liberty standing in a harbor. Or don't, if you like. But me, I enjoy her bust much more than any president. All right, here's a big box from across the pond. Think about how exhausted or overwhelmed you have to be to leave a box like this sitting around for a week or so. I mean, look at it. We know there's something awesome in here. But aside from my day job, every time I get something, I have to record it, log the information in a book. I gotta give each delivery the respect it deserves. Ooh, bubble wrap. I know, I'm immature. I work hard to be immature. And after working lots of overtime, I work on the Thousandaire radio channel. I'll just pop a couple. I want to reuse this later. Man, I think there's gonna be a lot of awesome things in here. All right, a care package from Seal 4 Hordian. That's a good-looking channel round. I want to make some channel rounds myself one day. Wow, there's a lot here. Look at these channel stickers. He's got a new channel. These are amazing. My channel's 9 years old. No stickers. Oh my gosh, what's this? Year of the Snake Silver? We'll get to it. I try to have a little class and go for the letter first. It's important not to quickly give in to base desires. Such restraint gives us humans the advantage over the animals and those other humans. All right, I'll get to it. But if I don't do this now, I won't do it later. And I saved the bubble wrap because I sell comic books. I actually have this studio/shipping office now. And my goal is perfect organization. But my reality is the most magnificent clutter. Stackers Social, come and join us. Oh my gosh, a 1 ounce Scottsdale silver bar? Am I being lobbied or bribed right now? This is amazing. And a copper round. All right, get a hold of yourself. We'll get to the bottom of this awesomeness. Remember, I've been doing all this with an iPhone 11. You just use whatever phone you got, go to the App Store or wherever you get apps, get you a video editor app, and learn how to use it. I hear a lot of people talk about not editing these days. It's like a boast or a flex. I'm not saying there's no merit to it. I think practicing that will make you eventually a good speaker live. I just know there's a lot of content out there and people have such little time these days. So I like to edit and crunch in as much as possible. Hello, friendo from the UK. Double check the box as I put a few things in there for you. Yeah, I'll say. Huge fan, and thank you for your comments on my channel.
Sulfur Hordian.
Sulfur Hordian. Sulfur Hordian. I'll get to the point where I say it, and it sounds natural. Eventually. All right, I guess it's time to start digging in. Let's check out this channel round. My channel, it's nearly a decade old, and I got no channel round. All right, I almost got it. Here we go. Feels heavy. I don't think this is some cheap token. Liquid Metals, UK, 999FS. Fine silver. Certificate of authenticity. The weight and purity of this product is guaranteed by Liquid Metals UK. So I guess you got them to make your channel round for you. Nice. So what do we got here? 999 silver? I hope you don't mind. I gotta get a better look. I gotta pop this open. Dude, this is like an ounce of silver. And I already know there's a Scottsdale bar. This is crazy. All right, let's get down there and get a good look. Ooh, a YouTube play button. I'll probably get one of those one day. And when I do, I'll hang it on my wall. I like the finish on it, how the metal's brushed. Kind of reminds me of one of my watch bands. And I like how it's concave a bit. Reminds me of the Israeli lyrics, which have a really good feel to them. And this has a really good feel to it. Maybe I can get them to make my channel round. Yeah, the US and the UK, I think we have a trade agreement now. I could probably get some channel rounds made with no tariff. All right, man. This guy, he's got such impressive channel swag. The word that comes to my mind is regal. Very official in a classy-like manner. The concave shape gives it a little elegance without taking away from the chunk. Yes, it's chunky. 1 troy ounce of true substance here. You got me thinking, what other channel round do I have? I have a 2 ounce chunky silver round from the Salivate Metal channel. And I have a copper fish from Steve, aka Fish. I got so many things on my plate. So many irons in the fire. You got me thinking, though, about upping my swag game, which shouldn't be difficult because I have none. Hey, look for this guy in the comments below. Self-Hordian. Click on him and check out his videos. I have to say, he's becoming one of my favorite stacker channels to watch. And I'm not saying that because he sent me all this loot, which again is pretty awesome. But I enjoy his channel simply because he's stacking crowns like I stack the old silver dollars each week. Yeah, so he's stacking old 5 shillings each week. I think they're 5 shillings. Anyhow, he seems to be adopting the Thousandaire model. He honors the first commenter each video. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. The best gifts are things that you would like to buy that you would never buy, and now you have them because someone gave them to you. I think copper falls in that category big time. More and more, I'm starting to really enjoy my copper stack of things people have sent me. I've shopped online for copper, but I just can't seem to hit the buy button for myself. So these are silverbacks, I guess, similar, or they're zombie bucks, but they're like silver, like the gold backs, except instead of 1/1000th of an ounce of gold, they are 1/1000th of an ounce of silver. So what's that today? About 3.3 cents worth of silver each? Obviously, these have collector's value. How much? I have no idea, but they definitely have a lot of flavor. All right, I stopped being lazy and I just looked them up on eBay. And it's weird. They seem to be going for more than gold backs somehow. I can understand that. I mean, I do buy and sell graded comic books and they don't have any gold or silver in them and they go for thousands sometimes. Well, not mine. Mine go for hundreds. I don't own any thousands of dollars comic books yet. Not yet. So apparently these are highly collectible. 1/1000th of a troy ounce of silver. I think that's hilarious. Maybe they should make some copper backs. Perhaps that adhesive or polymer will stop the copper from changing color so it can keep that brilliant red for so long. I'm intrigued by these. I want to research them more. All right, so this is probably what I'm most excited about here. I'm so ready to airtight that crown I see in the back. I don't want to call this junk silver, but I can't call it constitutional silver. Maybe Magna Carta silver? Am I the first to say that? Magna Carta silver. Look at all those details and earthy tones. So many people like shiny. I too, at times, like shiny. But these days, I rather enjoy a nice patina. All right, so I looked this up, a quick Google Lens search, enhanced with NGC, because I didn't know what I got here. But I do now. This is a half crown. Here, I'll throw up the information I just got. So, it's silver, 92.5% silver. 92.5% silver is also known as sterling. This coin is a little over 14 grams. I feel it's appropriate talking about grams right now, seeing that we are speaking on British stuff. Okay, it has an ASW, that's actual silver weight, of 0.4205 troy ounces. So, a little less than a half ounce of silver. Its silver value, as of today, May 2025, is $13.57. Of course, it's worth more than that to me. At least this one is. Thanks again, friendo. Muchos gratitude. I will be adding this to my world silver, of course. Cheers to you, friendo. I hope you're enjoying the Pen Pal segment. Let me know in the comments below. And if you have not already, please hit that like button. It's much appreciated. This is a shilling. It's 50% silver. I'm not a knowledgeable guy. I just looked it up. It weighs 5.6 grams with an ASW of 0.0909 troy ounces. So it's a little less than 1/10 of a troy ounce of silver. Today, this melts for just a little under $3. So this is like a Self-Hordian silver dime. It's nice and chunky. I mean, it's 50% silver, so it's going to be pretty big. Plus, it has just a little more silver than a silver dime. But with a 50% fineness, this could prove to be unsavory to the melters. Not that they should ever be melted, but that option does add to the quantitative tightening, which creates more scarcity and possibly more desirability. I'm sure something could be said for making a coin undesirable to melt, but still with a fineness to it of silver. Right away, tired, and with my second cup of coffee, I think of Gresham's Law, where bad money pushes out good money. But this is still silver. This is still good. Just not as good as a crown. And maybe that's the point. Would this have a place in a European SHTF situation? I'd say yes, but with a 50% fineness, this is not bug out. This is hunkered down money. I consider all silver and copper to be that. For bugging out or being on the move, I'd much rather have gold, Bitcoin, maybe some gems or a fine watch or two. And of course, here in the States, some other things. Next up, a 6 pence. Oh, like the half crown? This too is sterling, which if you don't remember is 92.5% silver. Try and keep up. I'm just kidding. Don't leave. I wouldn't blame you. It's kind of a long video. So the 6 pence has an ASW, actual silver weight, of 0.0841 troy ounces. Just a smidgen less than the 5 shilling, but in a more compact design. And it has a smidgen more silver than a mercury dime. Again, I'm just looking this stuff up with the Google lens on my phone. World silver coins used to be so undesirable, or coins that are not from your realm, because you would have to look in books to figure out the information. And up to recently, you would have to search the internet, quite still painstakingly using descriptions, to find the information, and still at many times to no avail. But now, in a nutshell, our phone can recognize and identify them almost immediately. That's how the robots are going to look at us. One day, a robot's going to glance at you and say, "You owe parking tickets." Last up, a 3 pence. This too is also 92.5% silver, which is, did you say sterling? Very good. You probably know more than I do. Who does this guy think he is, just because he's recording videos with his phone in the morning having coffee? Again, you could be doing this too. All you need is a phone and some work ethic. I'd say you should probably get a post office box too. I mean, people are sending me free silver. What the heck is going on? It's so awesome. It's amazing. Okay, so this 3 pence has an ASW, actual silver weight, of 0.042 troy ounces. Again, it's May 2025. And at this time, this melts for about $1.35. Maybe comment below year, location, and what you can buy for $1.35 today. I bet that'll age well. Today, that would buy me maybe a 12-ounce can of soda or a gas station coffee if I'm lucky. Now, this is just a vulgar display of power. I'm just kidding. I've given away some nice silver, some pandas, some eagles. I can't say I've ever willy-nilly given away such a fine Scottsdale bar. Look at this thing. Imagine just getting this in your mailbox, like randomly. You didn't order it. Such a stunning surprise. Just overwhelming. Self-or Hordian, you got me rethinking my generosity game. I gotta step it up. Please, if you got the time, take a second, go to the comments below, look for Self-or Hordian. You'll see him. Look for a lion picture. Click on him. And keep clicking on him till you're at his channel and watching his videos. And flood him with flood him with comments and likes. If you want a better stacker community, you gotta click on some things. It's like voting. I can't get over how much cool stuff is in here. So this is a 2025 Year of the Snake 5-gram silver bar, I guess. It's a good looking piece and it's packaged nicely. It's got a lot of flavor to it. I can't say that I have anything like this in my collection now. Well, I guess that's not true. This is in my collection now. I'm not a fan of colorized coins, but for something like this, why not? It seems to work for it. It looks good, and it's 5 grams of silver. It's money, whether you like color on it or not. Lady Liberated, that's money. She may have a bit of indecent exposure. Nevertheless, she's 3/9 fine, and 1/10 of a troy ounce at that. Now they got me thinking, what's after the snake? The horse? I've been to a Chinese New Year's or two, and I'm always on the lookout for something to put in the little red envelope. I checked out this website, captainschestbullion.com. I skimmed through it rather quickly. It seems like a place for art bars and gifts. I have a poured silver collection. I didn't look on there long enough to see if they had poured silver. Once in a while, I'll browse MK Bar's website. This is intriguing. At this point, I know nothing of it. Stackers Social. Being social with stackers, I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. I just asked ChatGPT what I'm supposed to do with that barcode. Apparently, it's a QR code. I use them with crypto. I don't know why. I don't know what they're called. And I went to a steakhouse that used them as a menu. You just aim your phone's camera app at it, and it gives you something to click on. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do it, though. I'm falling behind with my tech knowledge. I'm like a blind person, and they keep moving my furniture. I've said in the past how I irrationally like copper bullion products. I've had them in the shopping cart many a times, but I just can't pull the trigger. I'll stack nickels and pre-1982 pennies, of course, but I just can't bring myself to buy copper bullion. Poor Kookaburra, all zombified. If you've never watched a YouTube video with kookaburras, you should check them out. They're such an awesome bird. I like them so much, I feel kind of bad for this little zombie one here. So I guess even if I don't buy copper bullion, I've got quite a stack of it. And I can't wait to put it all together and record it again. I tell you what, too, it looks really nice next to gold. They complement each other so well. I can see myself buying some copper in the near future for some stocking stuffers. It's most likely a bad bullion investment, but they obviously make great gifts and possibly great collectibles. Oh wow, so I guess we finally got through it. Turned out to be a big Sell4Hordian video. He really did get first, and I really do like his channel. As far as these websites and chat groups, I know nothing, but I really appreciate these gifts from across the pond, Sell4Hordian. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I hope it was worth the wait. This sat on a shelf for a while. I think I have like 3 or 4 letters on that shelf, so if I haven't got to yours yet, I'm getting to it. I still got comic books I need to open. Some are not comics, but actually high premium silverbacks as well. Hey, if you would, give me some feedback in the comments below. Are you enjoying this Pen Pal segment? I know it was kind of long today, but look at all this stuff he sent. I'm still in awe. So generous. Amazing. All right, that's it. That is it. Thousandaire Radio, wicked job. Trying to make them faster. I'm working on it.